Good afternoon. Welcome to Inside Indiana Sports Now with Kent Sterling. It's Friday, May 7th, 2021. There's a Friday smile. You got a Friday smile on too, don't you? I knew it. We're brought to you by the great people at Today's Dentistry. Call 317-849-2933. Do yourself a favor. Make an appointment to see the best dentist you're ever going to go to, the last dentist you're ever going to go to, the great Dr. Mike O'Neill. You can take control of your dental health once and for all. Again, that number 317-849-2933. Colts mini camp today and tomorrow. They got OTAs. They've got regular mini camp. They got training camp. We don't know yet who's going to be allowed to go see what. Is the public going to be allowed at training camp at Grand Park? Will it be held at Grand Park? We don't know the answer to those questions yet. We'll find out in all likelihood, according to the Colts, from the Colts, a little bit later this month. Rookies via Zoom call. We have an opportunity to talk to a few of them. We'll talk to two today, Dayo Odeyingbo out of Vanderbilt and Will Fries, the offensive lineman from Penn State. Dayo Odeyingbo, he's the guy with the torn Achilles, taken 54th overall, and coaches are calling him the Hurricane. Dayo, do you like that nickname?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see where the name comes from. I mean, I definitely would like to live up to it. I feel like I definitely think that is a solid way to describe the way I play. And kind of like you said, that disruption I bring to the game. So, uh, yeah, I'm excited to get out there. I mean, I like the name, so I mean, I hope it sticks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to get out there and let the hurricane loose. So.
Did you think about coming out for the draft last year? And if you did give thought to that, are you happy with the decision you made to stay for this year?
It was something that was in the back of my mind, kind of like going through the season. But at the end of the season, I really didn't feel like I was ready. I didn't feel like I had put the tape out I wanted to out there, and so I decided to come back. And I felt like I need to mature a little bit. So, and I'm glad I did. I feel like that was the best decision for me, uh, and coming back and staying one more year.
And what happened for you in that last year?
For me, uh, I felt like I progressed every year I was in college and just got better every year. I mean, I came into college really not knowing much about playing defensive line, so kind of that progression just came through repetition and finally kind of those gains adding up and those just getting better every day and just adding 1%. So that's kind of that accumulated work just kind of paid off, and then um, just kind of learning from the coaches around me. I had a new position coach this last year who helped me a lot. So just some of those things were things that really helped me this last season. I felt like uh, once again it was just progression from work from all 4 years of playing and just experiencing SEC football. So
Have you always been a defensive lineman?
yeah, so I pretty much just played defensive line my senior year of high school. Um, Up until then, so my high school it was 4A in Texas, so we played both ways. Basically, everybody played both ways. So I played every snap, offense and defense and special teams. So until my senior year, I was playing on defense. I was playing outside linebacker in a 3-4. So it was a little bit different. I was standing up, so I didn't play defensive line, true defensive line, until basically my senior year of high school, and then on offense, I played wide receiver, and then my senior year, I moved to O line. So we needed a O lineman. Um, so I basically just did whatever the team needed at the time.
How are you similar or different from your new teammate, Quiddy Pay?
I mean, yeah, I see similarities in kind of the mentality we play with and the tenacity we play with, and I think that's kind of the reason we're both here to play for this defense. I think that's kind of the identity this defense plays with. So um, I see similarities in that way, but obviously we're different style players and different body types. So we have our similarities and differences, but I definitely see uh, how we're related as far as our mentality and the relentlessness we play with.
We all know you tore your Achilles. How did that happen?
Yeah, so basically I was training in California for the Senior Bowl. It was in late January, right before the Senior Bowl. And we are just going through some drills, and I planned it wrong and went down. So yeah, I mean, immediately I was just hoping that it wasn't a serious injury. I mean, I kind of in the back of my mind, I kind of felt like there was a possibility. So ended up tearing it. So and then my mindset was just getting back to work and getting back healthy.
What's your timeline for getting back to football activities?
Obviously, I want to be back as soon as possible, but if the doctors don't feel that's the best idea, then I'm more than ready to take time off and just work on my craft and be back for the next year. So whenever I'm back on the field, that's when I'm going to be able to help this team and contribute, and I'm excited to get there.
How frustrating is it to not be able to be on the field with your teammates, and how have you dealt with that frustration?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's that frustration. It's difficult to watch other guys on the field and not be able to be out there participating. But yeah, I've talked to a lot of my college teammates that just about going through this injury process, and I've spoken to them throughout this process, and they've been there to support me and kind of ease any worries I had and just help me kind of stay focused and stay motivated throughout this.
As you rehab the Achilles, what's the next thing you're going to be able to do? What's that next signpost?
Hopefully that'll be jogging and running. So,
not being able to do a lot of physical stuff, what do you want to get out of this rookie camp?
I mean, I'm just hoping, obviously, to get around the coaches, get around the other rookies, and kind of create that bond, and then obviously learn from a classroom perspective, and then just kind of soaking up knowledge on the field and being around coach and things like that. Then also kind of getting to know the training staff or the athletic training staff and just people around the building. So
that's Dayo Odeyingbo. What a smart guy. Let's talk to another smart guy out of Penn State. He's a versatile offensive lineman, Will Fries. Will, welcome to Indianapolis. What are your expectations, your goals as you enter this rookie camp?
When you come into this kind of, offensive line room, you have so many experienced players. You just want to get every ounce of knowledge you can, and just use it to your benefit to play the best you can in practice, play the best you can in the game, and that's really my expectation is to just keep learning every single day, get 1% better, and just keep grinding on those details. I think that's my expectation is just to get better every single day.
You played against your new teammate Kwity Paye when you were at Penn State. What are your thoughts about Paye?
Kwitty's a great player, but also a great person. As a player, he's so explosive off the ball. Uses his combination of size, strength, and speed. To be a tough rusher to match up against, and you have to be prepared for a variety of moves. Getting to meet him and talk to him this week. Really, really nice guy. It's going to be fun. Competing against him.
How's it feel inside the Colts building now that you're a bona fide NFL guy?
Yeah, just a lot of really good people around. Throughout the interview process, you talking about different teams, but now that you're here, truly feels like a family. Everyone I've met is, super nice, super welcoming, offering advice, here and there. So, that's been, the coolest part about, being in Indy now and, getting to meet everyone is just how, nice and helpful, and how much of a family this organization is.
We all know nothing's guaranteed in the NFL, especially for a seventh rounder. How do you make this football team?
I think it's the attention to detail, coming and learning an NFL system, it's very, complex. So, grinding those details, being smart and, just being tough every single day. It's not going to be easy. Every single day is a battle, a competition. So, just being tough, when it gets hard, I think it's going to be important.
That's Will Fries. What he wants to do is be a plug-and-play offensive lineman across the board. Somebody goes down, he gets to be the guy who steps in and helps this team win. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers for just a minute. What the hell's he doing? I don't understand this, and I don't understand why media keeps talking about it over and over. I know it's a slow time for NFL news, but here's a guy, he's entering year 3 of a 4-year, $134 million deal, $98.7 million of it guaranteed to be the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, and he's not happy. That's just preposterous to me. Is he willing to walk away from that kind of cash? And the Green Bay Packers, are they willing to say goodbye? Are they willing to trade him for, I don't care how many first-round picks it is, are you willing to trade the best player in the NFL, the MVP of the league, reigning MVP, for a bunch of first-rounders that, as long as Aaron Rodgers is playing, are destined to be 25, 26, 27, 28, all the way down to 32. Why would you make that deal? You're not going to get return on that investment. You want 4 number 25s, or do you want Aaron Rodgers? I want Aaron Rodgers. You want to know how goofy NCAA rules are? Here's a violation that Indiana just self-reported. A men's basketball player violated the NCAA rule against name, image, and likeness use because that player published a song to Apple Music and Spotify paying tribute to a family member who had passed away. The artwork for that piece of music included a depiction of this player in basketball activities. That somehow is a violation of NCAA rules. Are we out of our minds? What has happened to us? Are we so litigious in this society that we need a rule preventing that? As people look at the NCAA and that rule book, that thick rule book that's like a phone book, and they scoff, this is why. That's a rule that should never have been drafted. It should not be enforced. It is preposterous that there are lawyers who went to law school for 3 years, passed a bar exam, and now it's their job to enforce a rule that's stupid. Breakfast with Ken. I just can't believe it. The NCAA sometimes. I don't know what the hell they're doing. It's preposterous. Anyway, we'll talk about whatever happens this weekend. I can't wait to talk to you about it on Monday morning. Breakfast with Ken, 6 o'clock straight up on Facebook Live, and then immediately thereafter on YouTube. Can't wait to talk to you. Brought to you by the great people at Today's Dentistry.